Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. We're going to be a little bit all over the place today. We're going to start down here in Nha Jom Tien at the big marina. We'll take a look at what's going on down here, then make our way back up to central Pattaya. A friend we have is selling a shop and moving to Scotland, and another one is celebrating a birthday down on 13/1. So let's jump into this. So today we're in Nha Jom Tien Ocean Marina. It's the biggest marina in the Pattaya area, one of the biggest in all of Southeast Asia. And we've been here before, but today is a special event. There's a yacht show. And I thought I'd come and take a look at the yachts. But really, kind of the first thing that stands out is the cars. There's also cars. You might say, well, what are cars doing at a yacht show? They just added that in, a classic car roundup here. And I'll show you around some of these classic cars. There's all different sorts from 50s, a little bit of 60s, 70s. There's like a race car over here, probably like with a 1,000 horsepower motor. Exotic cars, newer cars, but exotic cars. One that, out of all these cars, that just caught my eye, there's a 73, I guess it's a LTD. It's either an LTD or the Mercury equivalent. Back then, all of them, Ford, Mercury, Lincoln, actually it's probably a Lincoln, the big Lincoln, but they were all the same body style. I had a 69, it was the same color as this, it was the same black vinyl top, basically a little bit more than a hubcap away from that exact car, but mine was a couple years older, so the body's changed a little bit, but still it's a nice one, But 3.8 million baht, you're looking at, what, I'll do the math, 115, 120,000, something like that. Wow, I think I sold that car, and it was in decent shape, but not quite as good as this one, but I think I sold it for $7,000 or $8,000 or something like that. I only paid $3,000 for it, 28, I think. But that's just an ostentatious amount of money for that car here. I can't believe it, but it is nice, and it might be one of the only few in Thailand. There's a 57 Chevy, and it's a convertible. That makes it rare. And I believe that one's 5.8 million. And it's in a little bit rough condition. It definitely isn't, maybe it's an old restoration. I think it's probably an old restoration. It could just be an original that's never been restored as well. But either way, even being a convertible, it's way too much money. But here, maybe that's what it's worth. Might be the only convertible 57 Chevy in the country, who knows? So you got to consider that. But I know some of these, are land yachts, but we're really here to see the big sea-going yachts. I got an kind of exclusive tour, a guided tour of one of the big boys here. It's 78 feet long. She said, I believe 23 meters. Let's look at that. It's just amazing inside. We'll go look at that, and then we'll come back out here and see what else it's doing. So welcome to the Y78 Princess here. Yeah, you can take a look through these, but you have to kind of de-shoe yourself before getting on board. They're beautiful vessels, so we'll go in, we'll take a look. You know, it's always kind of been a little bit of a dream of mine to own a fine ocean-going yacht like this, a pleasure yacht, and it's nice just to go in and look at it and kind of see what it would be. But look at this lounge, I can just picture that, full of a couple guests sprinkled here and there on the sofas, waiting for a meal at the dining room table. There's plenty of room in here, very spacious. Of course, I'd have to have somebody in the galley cooking up a 7-course meal. There you go. I can almost smell the spaghetti bolognese cooking as we speak here. This is where you steer the craft, either here or maybe up on the fly bridge. Of course, I'd probably be dressed in the captain's uniform, white slacks, dark blue blazer, captain's hat, and of course a white ascot. And I guess the culmination of any day out yachting around on the open seas would end down here for a good night's rest. Some paltry accommodations there for the guest, and of course the captain's quarters. Look at this. Beautiful, right up here at the bow with a nice view. But anyway, all kidding aside, it is a beautiful boat, and it is an expensive boat, of course, as you might well imagine. Now, the young lady that showed me this said it's 200 million baht, although that didn't completely reconcile. I think it might be better to pay in British pounds, UK sterling. She said 3.69 million British pounds. So, I don't know. The conversion doesn't quite add up there. But, of course, the top deck, here's your alternative pilot position right up here. You can really get a good view of the sea from here. And a lot of lounges around, a barbecue grill, dining facility up here. I think this is where you'd actually probably spend most of your time before retiring down to the main deck with some champagne. But really, really nice craft. And they had many of these. They had many of these out here. This is just one example. I just wanted to go through one, but anyway, it was a beauty. Probably one of the nicer ones here. Anyway, let's go back out and finish looking at the cars. We'll get something to eat and see what else is doing out here in the Nha Jom Tiem Yacht Show. So how about that? It's a big boy. I came into the tent to get something to eat, but I'll tell you where I went while you guys were looking at the big boat. BMW has brand new cars here, couple. They had a brand new Z4 convertible, beautiful car. Thank you, thank you. And white one, 5 million baht. So that's much more expensive than it would be in the US. However, I'd rather have that than that old beat up red 57 that still needs a restoration. But pretty nice. Now, since we looked at the big boat, I'll show you a small boat. Not everything here's a yacht. I don't think this would be considered a yacht. It's only about 22 feet, but a lot more reasonable. Now keep in mind, the yacht was 200 million. This guy is only 2 million. So it's about 22 feet, but it's very nicely appointed. I took a quick shot of it. So that kind of gives you the scale here from the big boy to a small runabout. I looked at something else pretty cool. It was a jet board, electrically powered. An electrically powered jet board, big battery pulls right out of the thing, it inflates. It kind of competes with a jet ski. It's kind of something you'd have maybe instead of a jet ski, a little bit of a different experience, but the good part is this: you don't need a trailer. You don't. The thing deflates. You could put it in the trunk of your car. You could conceivably carry it on a bike if you were creative in the way you strapped it down and everything. So it's not very cumbersome. You can charge the thing at an outlet in your condo, keep it in the closet, and then bring it out to the beach and go zooming away in it. It goes up to 50 kilometers an hour on the water. I don't know, but it's at 23, 24 knots, something like that. So pretty cool, something pretty cool. 500,000 baht though, 500,000 baht. So yeah, you can get a really nice motorbike for that, or a jet ski, I guess, for that matter. So maybe a little bit pricey. German made though, German made, German engineering. So like I said, I just came to this little pavilion to get something to eat. I noticed they had iced coffee and I really felt in the mood for that. There was another food concession area. They had this like gyros pizza covered with cheese. Oh, it looks so good, fries. I almost got that, but it was a little hotter. It's a little cooler sitting over here in the water, and they got the iced coffee. Maybe I should have got that. I'm gonna be thinking about it the rest of the day. But anyway, we'll take one last look around and get out of here. I guess I really don't have to tell you that most of Pattaya right now It's kind of like a normal June here. June's low season anyway. Arguably either June or July is the slowest, one of those is the slowest months. Everybody has their own answer, but we're right in the heart of June, and it feels, I don't know, it feels at least as busy as a normal June. We're kind of today at the Mike's Shopping Mall, right across the street from the Edge condo. And in this area, this Mike's Shopping Mall area, there's construction right in front of it. This one little pocket here just seems like no change at all from almost a year ago. There's a whole row of businesses over here. All kind of little stuff, barber shops, tattoo, a couple vacant ones. There was a Subway sandwiches down here. All of them closed except for one tattoo shop and a nail shop, and that's V's friend. She's got this little nail shop. She's one of the only two businesses along this whole plaza in front of Mike's Mall, or behind Mike's Mall, however you look at it. I always say this is the front and Beach Road's the back. I could have that, I could have that wrong. But this whole little plaza here, there's only two businesses open. The lady who owns this, nice lady, she just did my feet, the pedicure, foot scrub, the whole 9 yards. She's moving to Scotland. And she's selling the nail shop, the nail place. 90,000 baht, so about less than 3,000 US dollars. But it's much less than that really, because apparently all these businesses have a deposit at the Mike's Mall. This belongs to Mike's Mall, and her deposit's 39,000 baht, so that comes with it. So really, aggregate of only about 51,000 baht for a nail shop. So if you know somebody wanting to open a nail shop anyway, I think this area, I think there's plans for it, but between the construction here, and I don't think the new hotel's open yet, the Kavara Hotel, all across the way here, these little stalls are all out of business. Nothing going on there. But I think there's plans for it. I think this is the calm before the storm here. Historically, this has been a kind of a busy little area here. That's why these shops always did well. Rebound hasn't caught up to this area yet, but it will. It will. So it might be a good opportunity to get a shop here before the before the mad rush. But I'm sure this will come back. It's a great retail area. The base is a block away. The Edge is right across the street. Kiss Food and Drink. Soy Diana just right here. It's kind of in the middle of town. But once that construction gets cleared up and the hotel opens and so forth, this will be back in business. So we wish our friend here all the best on her new life in Scotland. But with a fresh pedicure, it's time to head down to Soy 13-1 and say happy birthday to a dear friend here who's just opened up the Drunken Monkey. There she is peeking out from behind the crowd there. But that also means free food. So there you go, a little birthday bash at the Drunken Monkey. A proud new addition to Soy 13-1. 13-1's really starting to come back to life. Couple other new places there. Not so much, just a block over on 13-2. I left here, I went over there, just not the same vibe, but hopefully that'll come back as well. Some other new things opening up there, but anyway, maybe we'll look at that another time. For this one, gotta leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.